Contrasting shadows, the Mafia's grip and the heroes of Sicily. A dark representation of the Sicilian Mafia's influence is evident to dominate the scene. These men, clad in suits and ties, exude an air of menace as they stand on a dimly lit Sicilian street. Their presence casts a pall over the cobblestone path. The subtitle, Cosa Nostra, Shadows of Power, duality of fear and tribute. This title hints at the unseen forces that control the community while acknowledging the bravery of those who stand against them. The echoes of power and resistance create a palpable tension. Emphasizing the duality of fear and tribute, the scene juxtaposes the intimidating mafia figures with a solemn memorial for Falcone and Borsellino. Dark tones with strategic lighting highlight the contrast, casting long shadows that creep toward the light of the memorial, symbolizing the ongoing struggle between crime and justice. The color palette consists of deep, dark hues, strategic lighting that highlights key elements. This careful use of light and shadow emphasizes the menacing presence of the Mafia while paying homage to the fallen heroes. The dimly lit street adds to the atmosphere of suspense and foreboding. At the forefront are shadowy Mafia figures in classic suits and ties, their faces hidden or obscured by darkness. These men exude an air of authority and danger, their presence a stark reminder of the power they wield. The dim street lamps cast just enough light to reveal their imposing silhouettes. Sicilian street sets the stage, casting long, eerie shadows that weave through the cobblestones. The sparse lighting creates an atmosphere of suspense and unease. The street's age is evident in its cracked pavement and worn buildings, each telling a silent story of the past's dark, shadowy Mafia. Figures in suits and ties stand as the primary focus, their presence both commanding and intimidating. Their faces are hidden, shrouded in darkness, emphasizing their menacing aura. These figures represent the omnipresent threat of the Mafia, their power felt even in silence. The background scene features a poignant memorial for heroes who stood against the Mafia's tyranny. Illuminated softly, the memorial stands in stark contrast to the surrounding gloom. It serves as a beacon of hope and justice amidst the encroaching darkness, a tribute to their enduring legacy. In the foreground, the cobblestone street is sparsely lit, creating pockets of light that highlight the Mafia figures. This selective lighting adds to the tension, drawing viewers' eyes to the figures while keeping the rest of the scene shrouded in mystery. The street's texture enhances the realism, grounding the scene in gritty reality. Background details include images of Falcone and Borsellino watching over the memorial. These images serve as a reminder of their sacrifice and the ongoing battle against corruption. The juxtaposition of these heroes with the menacing Mafia figures underscores the constant struggle between good and evil. Images of Falcone and Borsellino stand resilient in the background, their faces etched with determination and sacrifice. These images are not just photographs, but icons representing justice. Their presence anchors the scene, reminding viewers of their unwavering fight against the Mafia and the heavy price they paid for it. Flowers at the memorial site serve as poignant symbols of respect. Each bloom represents a life touched by Falcone and Borsellino's courage. These delicate tributes contrast with the harsh reality of the Mafia's influence, highlighting the community's enduring appreciation for their fallen heroes. The atmosphere is thick with intensity and foreboding as shadows creep across the dimly lit Sicilian street. This setting evokes a palpable sense of dread, juxtaposed with the solemn respect emanating from the memorial. The tension between fear and tribute underscores the ongoing struggle against organized crime. The emotional tone masterfully balances fear with solemn respect. On one hand, the shadowy presence of Mafia figures instills unease. On the other, the memorial's light fosters reverence. This duality captures the complex emotions of a community living under the mafia's shadow while honoring those who fought against it. Classic mafia attire, with menacing figures clad in suits and ties, adds authenticity to the scene. Their formal clothing contrasts with the rough texture of the cobblestone street, emphasizing their sinister influence. The suits symbolize power and control, reinforcing the daunting presence of these shadowy characters. The figures have their faces hidden or obscured by shadows, creating an air of mystery and menace. This deliberate concealment adds to the tension, making them appear more formidable. The lack of visible expressions heightens the sense of fear, emphasizing their powerful and ominous presence. Classic cars, meticulously maintained along the dimly lit Sicilian street, serve as silent witnesses to the clandestine activities. These vehicles, symbols of a bygone era, underscore the timeless nature of the mafia's influence. Their presence adds authenticity and reinforces the connection to the past. Dim street lamps and old buildings frame the scene with an eerie, historic ambience. The sparse lighting casts long, menacing shadows, contributing to the foreboding atmosphere. The aged architecture, with its cracked facades and weathered stones, reflects the enduring impact of the mafia on the community. The memorial stands as a poignant contrast to the dark figures. Portraits, candles, and flowers create a solemn space of remembrance. This tribute, bathed in warm light, honors the bravery of those who fought against mafia tyranny, symbolizing hope and resilience amidst pervasive fear. Deep, elongated cobblestone street, creating a sense of dread and unease. These shadows, cast by both the mafia figures and the surrounding structures, visually represent the pervasive influence of organized crime. The interplay of light and dark underscores the ongoing struggle between justice and corruption. Highlighting the memorial scene serves as a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made by Falcone and Borsellino. Their legacy stands illuminated against the encroaching darkness, representing an unyielding fight for justice. The site, adorned with flowers and candles, contrasts sharply with the shadowy figures lurking nearby, underscoring their enduring impact. The historic significance of Falcone and Borsellino's contributions in combating the mafia remains etched on Sicilian street. Their images evoke solemn respect, standing as pillars of justice amidst an atmosphere thick with tension. The memorial's light penetrates the darkness, symbolizing the undying spirit of resilience and justice. The visual elements of this scene are crafted with a realistic yet dramatically highlighted style. The interplay of shadows and light brings out the intense emotions tied to this narrative. The mafia figures, ominous in shadow, juxtapose sharply with the illuminated memorial, creating a powerful visual metaphor of good battling evil. Fear and respect intertwine, driving an emotional impact that resonates deep. The looming presence of the mafia evokes dread, while the memorial inspires reflection and reverence. This duality captures the ongoing struggle between malevolent forces and the enduring pursuit of justice, leaving viewers in a state of contemplation. Amidst the shadows of crime, the tribute to heroes asserts an unwavering stand against darkness. Subtle details like inscriptions and flowers echo sentiments of vigilance and hope. This scene, balanced yet contrasting, conveys a powerful message. The light of justice continues to shine despite the persistence of evil. Inscriptions honoring the fallen heroes are etched with reverence into the background, serving as a solemn reminder of Falcone and Borsellino's sacrifice. The text provides a poignant contrast to the shadowy figures, emphasizing the enduring legacy of justice amidst an atmosphere thick with fear and respect. Foreground text, subtle nature of mafia codes, adding layers of intrigue. These cryptic messages, barely visible, whisper the unspoken rules of an underworld that thrives in secrecy. They enhance the tension, drawing viewers into the dark, hidden world of the Sicilian Mafia. The scene composition strikes a delicate balance between contrasting elements. The menacing mafia figures and the respectful memorial coexist in a visual tug-of-war. This intricate arrangement underscores the perpetual clash between good and evil, creating a compelling narrative within the frame. Texture plays a significant role, juxtaposing the rough cobblestones of the street with the smooth, tailored suits of the mafia figures. This contrast underscores the gritty reality of the setting and the polished facade of organized crime, adding depth and authenticity to the visual storytelling. Foreground lighting is dim, casting a focused yet ominous glow on the mafia figures. This choice amplifies their intimidating presence while leaving their faces shrouded in mystery. The calculated use of light and shadow intensifies the atmosphere, reinforcing themes of fear and power. Foreground is deliberately dim, casting an ominous glow on the menacing mafia figures. This subtle illumination draws attention to their classic suits and hidden faces, enhancing the sense of dread. The dim light emphasizes their shadowy presence, creating a stark contrast with the vibrant, warm glow of the nearby memorial. The background lighting radiates, illuminating the memorial dedicated to Falcone and Borsellino. This gentle light creates a serene, almost sacred atmosphere, highlighting the flowers, portraits, and candles. The contrast between the warm background and the dark foreground underscores the solemn respect for the fallen heroes. The scene's contrast is striking, with dark, looming mafia figures set against the bright, reverent memorial. This juxtaposition symbolizes the ongoing battle between crime and justice. The illuminated memorial stands as a beacon of hope and remembrance, casting the mafia figure's threatening presence into sharp relief. The overall theme is a poignant reflection on the eternal struggle between good and evil. The illuminated memorial represents the enduring light of justice, while the shadowy mafia figures embody the persistent darkness of crime. This powerful imagery captures the relentless nature of this battle, emphasizing its significance in society. The visual metaphor speaks volumes about the community's resilience. The memorial's illumination signifies the enduring spirit of justice and the unwavering memory of Falcone and Borsellino. It serves as a constant reminder that even amidst the shadows of crime, the light of justice continues to shine brightly. The foreground centers on the intimidating presence of the mafia cloaked in shadows. Their suits and ties, sharp and pristine, contrast with the dimly lit street, exuding an aura of control. The menacing stance of these shadowy figures underscores the pervasive influence they hold over the community. In the background, a solemn memorial stands as a tribute to Falcone and Borsellino. The gentle glow from candles and the soft light highlighting their portraits create a stark contrast to the darkness. This respectful scene honors their legacy and serves as a reminder of their sacrifice for justice. The symbolic imagery of the mafia's shadow cast over the community captures the ongoing struggle between corruption and justice. The elongated shadows of the dark figures stretch out, seemingly encroaching on the light of the memorial. This visual metaphor poignantly illustrates the battle between good and evil. The artistic message is clear. Amidst the threat of the mafia, there is an enduring tribute to heroes who fought for justice. The juxtaposition of fear and respect evokes a powerful emotional response, reminding viewers of the courage required to stand against corruption and honor those who did. Subtle details throughout the scene indicate ongoing vigilance and hope. Cracked pavement and aged buildings symbolize a community scarred but not broken. The soft light on the memorial suggests that the spirit of justice persists, even in the face of darkness. This final touch emphasizes resilience and the enduring fight for justice.